So this is the border between Paraguay and Brazil. We're on the Paraguayan side of the bridge at the moment. It's a Sunday, so it's a low traffic day. On a normal day, this bridge, the Friendship Bridge, could have anywhere from 100,000 people crossing to nearly twice that amount. This is an open border between Brazil and Paraguay. And everyday commerce is just booming and bustling across this bridge. It was built back in the 60s. Simple arch design. It's a very sturdy, very well-built bridge that has really endured. It's gone above and beyond its capabilities. And we're going to take a little stroll across it right now and show you what it looks like on an average day. So here we go. Originally, this bridge was designed with just this simple rail. The rest of the structure you see was added later, much later, in the early 2000s, I want to say, for safety and also to provide a little bit of shade for people walking across. On any other day, walking across this bridge, you'll basically be shoulder to shoulder with people, and the traffic will always be bustling. Now, it used to be back in the 60s, you could pull off and park and come look out these scenic areas. But now with the safety gates up, you can only walk to these sections. There's one lookout on the Paraguayan side and one on the Brazilian side. We're not quite to the middle of the bridge yet. The river right now is kind of at its average height. It could be a little higher and it could be a lot lower. The Paraná River is super dangerous to swim across because of the whirlpools underneath. I've actually seen a whirlpool happen where it was big enough to swallow a small boat. And so all these cars right here are waiting to go into the Brazilian side. A lot of these people are Argentina, Paraguayan, Brazilian, and they all just come across, have lunch, do business, see family. A lot of people live in Brazil, work in Paraguay, live in Paraguay and work in Brazil. And yes, it's Paraguay, not Paraguay. I hear a lot of Americanos saying Paraguay, but it's Paraguay. Paraguay is the proper pronunciation. And for the city I live in, I've heard a lot of people mispronounce it. It's Foz do Iguaçu. Foz do Iguaçu. I heard people say say in all funny ways. But if you look out there, you can kind of see where the whirlpools, and originally this was the only way to get across the river. That used to be the old boat where people would load up their cars and whatnot and take them across over there. But now it's all done by traffic. Nobody goes by boat. Soon there will be another bridge finished, and that'll mainly be for the truckers. In the weekday, this whole side here is just full of truckers, back and forth. And so now we're coming across to the Brazilian side. And it's nice to come on a Sunday because there's really not as many people. On a weekday, you're shoulder to shoulder with people walking on this bridge. So here we are on the Brazilian side. And it's really a paradise here. It's really a paradise. Cool combi, or in America, pickle bus. Com licença, obrigado. So during the pandemic, this bridge was shut down for 7 months. There's no commerce happening. There was no people crossing this bridge. It was completely shut down. And in Foz, you wouldn't really notice it. It was a little bit quieter, but commerce was still happening. People were still shopping. But when they opened it back up, my goodness, so many people started coming back into the city. It was really good for the economy. So this split lane you see here behind these barracks, or these blockades and this fence, that's the lane for the motorcycles. All the motorcycles come zipping up right through here. So when you come across here, make sure you drop your windows and smile, because they really do want to check your vehicle and make sure that you're not smuggling contraband. And here is the lookout. Vontade. Check this out. So we just walked across the border between Paraguay and Foz do Iguaçu. Over there, the Paris shopping is a really cool store. It's where my minha esposa, my wife, is at the moment. And you can see those glorious arches. That's really such a well-made bridge. The engineering and construction of it is really well done for the amount of traffic that has to go across it every day. Seriously, about 100,000 people on a weekday, or on a weekday, cross that. About 100,000. That really takes a lot of punishment, and there's never been a problem with it. No stress cracks. It's really stood the test of time. Ciao. So here I'm going to show you. We're going to walk across and enter Brazil right now. So this is pretty cool. Now, walking into Paraguay, you don't have to get your visa or your passport stamped As long as you're not going 50 kilometers into the country of Paraguay, you're okay. You're muito bom. No problemo. No problemo. And so you can see really how well the Brasileiros do on organizing this. They really treat this traffic well, get it through promptly with very good security. Usually there will be military out here or federales, and they really do a good job. Come on. So you just go through a quick check, make sure that if you're carrying a bags, your taxes or whatever are paid, and then you just come down this aisle here and you walk through these gates and you're in Brazil. No passports checked, nothing much than that. The Brazilians are very helpful, very courteous, and you just come through this and we're now in Brazil. Muito simples. Muito simples. Vontade, senor. And now we're just gonna walk back across the bridge and retrace our steps, get back to the mall and see the Esposa. We're going back to Paraguay. This is the beautiful crossing going back. This is where you would stop if you needed to go into the country, or I guess up there is where you need to stop if you're going into the country to get your passport stamped. But since we're just entering into Cidade de Este, no need for it. Body. I think it's afternoon. That guy thinks it's morning still, but hey, it's such a beautiful day. Who cares? It really is a beautiful day. You know, one thing I say about Foz de Iguaçu is California's got nothing on it. California weather has nothing on Foz de Iguaçu. It is so beautiful here all year round. All right, so leaving Brazil, walking across. Now, even though I really like the security and safety of these bars, because that rail is rather low, it really does interfere with the view. And my goodness, what a view, what a huge river. Oh, look, there's a whirlpool happening right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Now, if you were to take your boat into that, it would just swallow it straight down. If you were swimming, that would just swallow you straight down. This is an incredibly, wow, that's a cool bird. This is an incredibly dangerous river. It's so deep and there's so much water. This traffic just does not stop ever. 24/7. It's busy like this. So check this out. This is an island in the middle of this river. This island is huge. They were once going to build a casino there, I want to say, or I was told. There were so many scorpions, they decided against it. Check that out. That whirlpool is still happening out there. Crazy. Que loco. You'll always see fishermen out there, people on the side of the river fishing, boats all the time. Check that out. Such a great view. Such a cool place. You know, it's really strange being an American and living here, because coming from the Southwest, the border between Mexico and the United States was really locked down. You just couldn't drive across it so easily. I know down in South San Diego they have that highway system, but it's still very complicated and the wait times take forever. The way Brazil and Paraguay have worked it out is so awesome. They just keep money flowing back and forth all day long. It's an open commerce and it really works well. The life down here is so much better than in North America. It's more at ease. You have a better time, and plus we don't always have natural disasters threatening our very existence and well-being on a everyday basis. It's really like living in Fern Gully down here. It's such a beautiful place. Little oasis of Eden. That's what it really is in the modern world. It's a little oasis of Eden. Everything grows down here. Everybody's happy down here. Okay, so now we're entering into Paraguay. Com licença. There, check this out. So now we're on the lookout of Paraguay. Let's continue on. So it is winter right now, as you can see by the overcast and everybody in a jacket. It is a bone-chilling 50-something degrees right now, or 13 Celsius. Okay, now there's two ways to go when you walk across here to Paraguay from Brazil. You could either go down the center here, which a lot of people do, the center here, or you could turn this way and go up the side, which is cool because you can get a selfie with the map of Paraguay. Paraguay is a cool country. It's about the size of Arizona. I'm not sure what the population is, but it's not a very big country, and most of the country is a duty-free, so you could come here and not pay taxes. It's really cool. So check this out. So we could either walk down this center place, or if you need to go to the bathroom, they have restrooms right up here, and you can take a selfie with the bridge. Or excuse me, not a selfie with the bridge, but you can take a selfie with the cool map of the country. Now in the weekday, this is just full of cars. It probably takes about 2 hours to cross this bridge in a car on a weekday. So many people, so many people. Okay, so here we are entering Paraguay, going through the border. They might ask me to turn off my camera like when I went to Brazil, but that's okay. Check this out. This is Paraguay. This is the state we're currently in. And if you go straight across to there, that's the capital of Paraguay, Cidade. This is Cidade de East. The capital is Asunción. Amazing city. I would like to go back to Asunción. Heck, I would like to live in Asunción at some point. But there you go. Here we go. Let's walk across. They're gonna ask me to turn off the camera, so I just do it right now. But this is it. This is entering Paraguay. Like I said, restrooms if you need them. This is where you go and get your passport stamped right in here. These people are very helpful, very kind, really good people. Then you just come up here to where those guards are across, or keep walking down. And that's our little jaunt across the bridge into 2 different countries. Passport free. Very cool place to live.